What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Kaiza-Sama, and we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And if you guys are new here, drop that like and subscribe for your boy. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you are aware whenever I drop a new video. Now, for today's video, we are going to be using our pretty much our most powerful extreme class setup, and we are going to be taking on the first stage of the Gods of Destruction Unite. Now, with that being said, each of these new Gods of Destruction assemble phases will have 4 phases to actually go through. Now, with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Alright, so we do have our extreme class set up, like I was saying, and we are going to put in LR Broly probably in slot 1, mainly so we can get this domain set up as early as possible. Alright, now with that being said, now that we have the domain up, I'll go ahead and use Broly's transformation, and we'll go ahead and get that out of the way. All right, now that we are all set up, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're really diving into. Now, the thing that to keep in mind is that with these 4 different stages, each one you will have to deal with the boss either gaining more attack or gaining more attack and defense from the attacks that they actually receive. So just keep in mind, you know, the stats aren't going to stay the same for each boss level. They will get a little bit more challenging, but I don't see this event just being super duper hard to where people just, you know, just can't get it done. You know, of course you will need to build up a viable team that can, you know, be successful in, you know, all these support areas to where your team isn't getting whacked, you know, on like a normal super or just a very powerful normal, because these bosses are hitting you with hard normals nowadays, so you do have to keep that in mind. Now, one thing to keep in mind that when we use our extreme class team, we are pretty much just getting buffs with all of our characters now to this point, because we have the domain activation from either my in LR Broly or the friend in LR Broly. So, you know, when you have the domains that are being activated nowadays with these newer extreme class characters, some people say that it's a sign, it's kind of like a small sign that that character is going to age out pretty terribly. But for some characters, I feel like it's going to be just a special ability that, you know, just rides along with them for, you know, the remainder of them being in the game. Of course, there's going to be power creep, you know, here and there, but hey, there's only so much we can really do about that, but it is what it is. And we have Cell Max. This rotation is pretty smooth. We can leave Cell Max in slot 1. Either Broly or Cell Max is definitely like the slot 1 character. You definitely want to just be careful with some of these slots and where you leave some of your units. Because Tech, Easy A, Broly, like leaving him in the third slot with all those attacks that are going to come directly at him, it can be a little bit tricky sometimes. It definitely does depend on how you build up your own Broly, because my Broly has some dodge on him, so I do get nervous for him in certain situations, and then some situations it's like I really didn't have to worry that much. You know what I mean? So it is just like a case by case thing. Definitely depends on what challenge event you're bringing them into. Let me see. Cell Max, you shouldn't take that much damage. Yeah. Scratch that. We took a little chunk of damage right there. We took a little bit of chunk of damage. It's not too bad though. Let me see. Now I know, I pretty much done a showcase and explained everything, with the kits and everything with all these different characters. Let me see. I will have the category pulled up, that basically relates to all of these extreme class units. So if you guys want to take a look at that down in the description below, then you will be able to, just look up what types of different teams you can actually build up from this. Now, Tech, Easy A, Broly, we didn't even have to worry about the attacks after him, because I'm pretty sure, he just deals so much damage, bro. It's pretty much insane. There we go. Now we did cut into this intro scene for Broly. My screen recording kind of got jacked up a little bit. Now we will keep him in slot 1, and then we have this active to activate. I'm pretty sure we end up saving it, because this is phase 3. So yeah. So in a situation like this, you can possibly save the actives. It's not going to matter too much. So now with that active being activated, we do get the key +3, and the attack and defense goes up by 26% in battle. I was about to say 20%. So with, you do have to just keep in mind that between these 3 Broly characters, you have domain advantage, a first slot character advantage with all 3 of them. Just building a team like this, and then as we're about to go into 10th anniversary, I know they have something cooked up for the extreme team. We just don't know what, as of yet, but this is definitely the best extreme team that I would say is probably like, the best setup. Other people, might have their own opinions. Let me see. It's been a little while since I've really just seen AGL LR Broly in action. The man is a menace. He's really been a menace since day one. It's just that I feel like he kind of got overshadowed just a tad bit, because we had literally, 2 new Broly characters with 2 Broly Easy A's. Like, all of that shit happened within 2-3 months, bro. So this AGL Broly, he kind of got overshadowed just a tad bit. It's a little bit of a shame too, because he is my favorite variation of Broly. And then, of course I love the OG Z Broly right here. Just the fact that he was just literally like a evil Saiyan, you know what I mean? So I feel like the way they constructed these newer Brolys though, they're definitely way more beneficial than AGL Broly. AGL Broly, he has his moments, he has his fights where he can give you a huge benefit, a huge advantage. But there's some fights where it's like, if you didn't build your Broly with dodge, you better pray, dude. You better pray. That's all I gotta say about AGL Broly, man. But it seems like, you know, this new tech Broly, he's definitely a tank. He's a cannon that seems like he can just be pretty much like impenetrable for most of the time. Let me see. So Cell Max and Janemba. I did just want to have a little bit of fun. I wanted to keep Janemba in slot 1. I had faith that he would be able to finish this off, being that he's type advantage. I had a lot of faith in this man, Janemba, but it turned out to be something completely different. Cell Max and Janemba, they're probably some of the best linking partners if you're not talking about the Broly characters and some other extreme class characters that you would have on your team. Because, as far as mine, like I just said, it's pretty much stacked up with Broly characters. And Janemba and Cell Max, they're pretty much the strongest extreme characters in the game that they have basically these powerful kits and powerful stats that you don't really have to worry about them too much. Yes, sir. That dodge, man, I'm telling y'all, that dodge is like essential, bro. Come on, Cell. What was that, 27 million? Let's go. So we got that done. Tech Easy A Broly has finally transformed. And not only that, but he also got a attack and defense boost. And then we have AGL Broly. Let me see. We have that active skill. We really didn't even have to use the active skill. I did want to activate it though. That's the thing. I don't know what I was smoking on. I just was like, I just started like swiping my finger up, and then I didn't realize that like I didn't activate the active skill in time, and I had just went ahead and just like scrolled up. I was kind of pissing myself for that. But the links, of course, we just got to pay attention to the names and the links, because these Broly characters, if you have a couple with like technically the same name in Dokkan, then you're gonna have a little issue here and there. Oh, Broly! Psych. And that's what I'm talking about. It can come down to situations like that sometimes where it's like, even though Broly is a tank, it's like you still have to be careful with just how you build your team, the positions with the slots and all that. Because if his domain was up, he probably wouldn't have taken that much damage. But there was no domain up. We were relying mainly on links, mainly on stats and power. And like I said, you see what can possibly happen. So, like I said, it's... Oh, snap. Hold up. Yeah. I didn't get the damage output that I really desired, but it is what it is. I forgot I even activated Cell Max's his active right there. Yeah, Broly for slot 1. Like I said, that Tech Broly's gonna be our tank. And then we'll go ahead and use Janemba's active because we really don't see it that often. And then we will get an orb reset right after. So let's go ahead and see what Janemba can do. 6 turn from the start of battle. Oh, yeah, so we're all set. Now, one thing that is like a huge gripe with me, and it's a huge gripe with a lot of Dokkan fans right now. Why is Janemba not on demonic power? Like, that really doesn't make sense to me. the fact that he's not, it just, like I said, just doesn't make sense, because when you look on Google, and yes, I know Google, you can't listen to everything on Google. Bro, I looked on a couple different like sources too, but mainly the main source is on Google, and Google told me that Janemba is a demon. It specifically states that Janemba is a demon. So for people that try to sit there and say, he's technically not a demon, he's shut up. Shut up. Janemba is a demon, bro. Like, look at this man, bro. Like, pointy ears, all that shit, bro. Janemba is a demon in my eyes, man. Y'all can't tell me anything different, man. Janemba is a freaking demon. That being said, though, like I said, if he was on the demonic power, like, you know, buff category, we definitely would have been seeing some big numbers from Janemba, especially since he has his EZA right now too. So it's like, why didn't they just put him on the same category? It doesn't add up, man. So Max, let's see what you gonna do. He does get that additional. Yes, sir. It feels good to use this team again. You know, I was thinking about some ideas for content right now since it's a little dry in Dokkan. So I said, what the heck? I haven't used this team in a good little minute, so let's go ahead and see what they can do against these new stages being added to the game. Let me see. Now, for my next video, though, just keep it in the back of your head. The next two God of Destruction stages, I'll probably just put both of those in one video. It'll just kind of depend on how long it takes me to get them completed, but got that. Now his active skill being activated right there, we're more than likely going to see how much damage he can officially do with all this build up. Yes, sir. Domain expansion. Volcanic hail. Alright, so with this domain being activated, Tech EZA Broly is definitely going to just throw out stupid damage. But like I was saying, for the next two, I'll probably have the next two stages in one video, but I might split them up into separate videos just for like content wise for the channel, you know, so I can have the content being consistent for you guys coming out there. So that is probably the deal for the next couple videos. We'll really just be covering the new stages that have been added to this challenge event. So there we go. 37 million, bro. Almost 38, but so let me know down in the comments what team you guys use to get this event done. Let me know if you use a extreme class team or if you use a super class team. If you use super, let me know what units you use. If you use extreme, I know some of you guys use some Broly characters, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, though. It's kind of dry, but hey, we do have new events. We have new banners coming up pretty soon, so you guys take care, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace.